And they're both into it.
I mean.
And hey, we are too, you know?
We are but mere mortals.
Melody and I are sitting at the end in whatever room they're in. We're in the cuck chair. It's a cuck couch here at HBHQ. And we're having a grand old time watching these two unhinged little gremlins have the nastiest, weirdest, murderiest, mean sex. And I love it because I could never.
Welcome to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels while snuggling on the Cuck Couch and getting gardening tips. Stack our shelves with the clinches out. Shout it from the rooftop, can you hear the sound? Yeah. Live your best life, love it out loud. Love it out loud. Hey HBs, we're back. We're back, and I'm so excited you're here with us. Okay, we're coming back with some stabby energy because what's more appropriate during these times, but we'll get to that in a minute. This Friday on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription bonus bosoms, we're talking all about the second and third books in Brynn Weaver's Ruinous Love series. So remember how we re-released Butcher and Blackbird? The second and third books are Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow. I finally got Sabrina to get her nose in those books. Jeez, wow, that was quite the trial. There's so much more eyeball stuff in there, y'all. Oh, and glitter, because of course. We've got some wonderful new people who have joined our Patreon recently, and I'm so ecstatic that I get to shout them out. Welcome and get ready for big slumber party vibes. Stephanie, Jeanette L, Marana, Enyet, Amy F, and Hannah H. Thank you so much for being in the Patreon. We so appreciate you. Patreon is where you can get these episodes early and all in one shot, bonus episodes, live events, and a ton more, all starting at $5 per month. All right, we're starting our 2026 with the energy we want to bring into it, which is all about vanquishing enemies and having fulfilling sexy times. Those are two things you can always find in a Brynn Weaver novel, but then add in her characteristic excellent banter, dark humor, and cheeky irreverence, and we are so extra at the table. Here's part one of our recap of Tourist Season by Brynn Weaver. One,
2,
3,
4.
Oh, Sabrina, I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to talk about some vigilante fucking murderers who also come real good.
Melody, you just fucked me up so hard by going on 4 instead of 6.
I went on 4?
Yeah. Like, you just broke my autistic-ass brain. I was like...
I didn't even notice.
You did.
I thought I went on the normal time.
You were literally
so excited.
You're so ready to go that you were like 1, and I was like 2, and you were like 3, and I was like 4, and then I had already prepped myself to
say 6.
Especially because like every time I say 6, I say it some weird fucking way that I can't just do off the top of my head, right? Like it just is how I say 6 when we record, and it's not like I'm like 6. I'm always like 6, 6, 6. Like it turns into a fucking musical number for me.
I stepped all over your riff.
I don't give a shit about stepping on the riff. All I know is that you jumped in at 4 and my brain did a full stutter stop.
Totally.
Like a
Totally.
full, like,
This is not the ritual.
this
Okay.
is not what we do. This is not how we do this. But we're not going to stop because our knock on wood internet's being great right now.
Hey,
so we're going to fucking go with it.
Yup. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to talk about this book. Also, it has taken me right back down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah?
I say it's taken me down the rabbit hole. It's really what it's just done is blown like a hole with TNT in the side of a mountain, and I can see the mine tunnel that I should be going towards.
Yes.
But I am still stuck in Lorraine Heath's hole.
Yes.
So I'm not on it right now.
I'm going to reread Leather and Lark. And then I'm going to read Scythe and Sparrow. Is what I'm going to do.
Guess what, listener? We're doing Tourist Season today by Brynn Weaver.
And it was so, you listener, might think that I planned it like this. You know what I mean? And that would be so kind of you to think in your brain about me, Melody. Because yes, I chose the episode to re-release for Butcher and Blackbird, of course. But I had no idea.
Did we re-release Butcher and Blackbird?
Yes. Welcome to Heaving Bosoms, Sabrina. Look, listener, it's so nice of you because I did do both those things, right? I did choose Tourist Season. It's my pick. I, however, didn't know that we meet this character in Butcher and Blackbird. And I did not know we met this character until that is revealed like halfway through this book. So like, I'm halfway? A genius. But only in a universal sense. Only in the sense that, like, all of our molecules are one. You know what I mean? Like, that's all.
One of the few times that one of the many times, really, that Mel's steel trap did not do the steel trap until it did. Because I had no idea, listener. Mel and I got on the phone yesterday, and I was like, hey, you know how we did Butcher and Blackbird for podcasts? You know how I know for a fact, like, I remember so little about Butcher and Blackbird.
Yeah.
That if we did not have an episode on it, I'd be like,
totally.
I'm not sure if I've read that.
Yeah.
I think I've read that. But on the phone yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, Melody, I need you to explain how Sloane fits into this because apparently this came up in the Butcher and Blackbird book.
Yes.
And I had no idea.
And I got to explain it. And then I got to, the huge bonus for me was that I got to reenact the mom puppet scene too for Sabrina. And boy, was that a boatload of fun.
Man, let me tell you that's one of those, that's such a good example of somebody saying something and it like unlocking a floodgate of memories.
You have a sensory memory.
All of a sudden I have this memory of not only reading it, but talking about it with you.
Yes. Yes.
I am suddenly realizing I regretted that I couldn't like reread Butcher and Blackbird. I could have just listened to our episode.
Yes, you could have. For sure. That's okay. I mean, you also like hanging out with us sometimes in the before times. You know, like if you're lonely or something, you'll put on a
I do still do that.
Yeah.
Well, especially it's great now because now that I don't do our social media, I have no idea what videos are out there, and so I'll just hop on our social media and cruise through our videos like a listener. It's great. It's wonderful.
Thank
I'm like,
goodness for
look.
Francis. Ugh, Francis just holding it down.
God bless our nardy third leg.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, look, we're in Cape Carnage, Maine.
Hey, that's actually a really important update for a listener. I need you to know that when Francis, listener, listened to the Embrace episode,
oh, yeah?
Francis did come into HBHQ to be like, I am so honored to be your third leg, your nerd. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something
Francis
like, I'm so honored to be your nerding third leg or something like that. And we were just like, we love you.
One of us
couldn't do it without you.
I mean, truly.
Historically, we don't do it without you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no matter what we try, we don't do it.
Nope. All right, let's jump into this. So we're doing Taurus season. It's the first book in the Seasons of Carnage.
Oh, because
series.
I screwed us accidentally. Did you notice that I fucked us right over by choosing this? Did you notice? This is the first of a trilogy on the same couple. I didn't know. I didn't know.
But they're happy together at the end of this book.
Are they? Because he's, at the end of the book, he's questioning everything she's ever told him because of the giant thing she doesn't tell him.
Okay, so, hey, listener, I don't think that Melody really registered what exactly this means when she and I talked on the phone yesterday. So
what means?
As some of you, well, you're going to learn alongside listener.
I know what it is.
I'm re-obsessed with Minecraft right now.
Yes.
Which means the thought of taking 4 hours to read this book with my eyeballs.
God, what a privilege. What a fast reader privilege you have. God.
Made no sense.
4 hours. Fuck yourself.
I've read 3 Lorraine Heaths since I finished this on Tuesday.
I'm so mad at you.
And that's on top of a couple of other things that I have
we
done
know.
since then.
We know.
Anyway.
You don't have to flex at us, okay?
It's less flexing and more... Melody, I need you to understand. I just went down a real weird brain place about bodybuilders and oil. And then I ended up in Turkish oil wrestling. And I'm all over the place right now because I was going down a weird metaphor. Leave me alone.
Wow.
No, so I did decide that reading this with my eyeballs in 4 hours made way less sense than spending 13 hours listening to an audiobook and playing Minecraft.
Yeah, and that is a choice you can make. But now you might be realizing why I listen multiple times. It's a lot harder to like really get it in there sometimes if all of a sudden you're distracted by something IRL, you know?
No, that doesn't matter. I could sit there in a silent room and listen to an audiobook and I would have no idea what I just read. But like I was like reading and I was vibing and I was like, yeah, I got this. I got that. I have auditory processing issues out the wazoo. And so I was like, yeah, I got this. I got this. I even have the EPUB. So I was able to like highlight 3 things instead of having to like write them down and all of these things.
Does one of them concern brat taming by any chance?
I meant to highlight that. I don't think I did. There's a couple of things that I'm probably going to remember as we're going. I'll be like, I could have sworn I highlighted that. No, Sabrina, you highlighted that with your brain. But you did not actually open the book to highlight it. But luckily, I can search it because that's the wonder of technology. Anyway, the point of all of this is I did listen to this on audio, and this is going to be, if anything, we'll see how this goes because maybe that's how I need to do pod books so that we don't end up in a 6-hour The Bride situation like we
that happened one time. Okay.
We did,
and we were newbies.
4 parts to Unheated Rivalry.
Yeah, and that was a strategic choice that we made.
The skin of our teeth. How many 2-parters did we do last year, Melody?
4 hours was like, that was in the outline. You know what I mean?
Melody, we spent 4 hours last year on Heated Rivalry.
And I have no regrets.
Hang on. Yeah,
Hold on.
4 hours.
She just registered what I said.
No. I registered I was doing math wrong because I was like, wait, no, it's 8 hours. How does that work? And I realized, no, it's not. It's splitting. Also, like, hilarious that you think those were only 2 hours. Were those episodes actually only 1 hour?
Probs not. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
But like, how many fucking 2-parters did we do last year? We did Receiver of Many. Took 2 weeks.
I mean, warranted.
Heated Rivalry. Took 2 weeks.
Required. Wouldn't do the art justice if we didn't.
There were more last year. There were at least 3 or 4, maybe 5.
I'm just saying that we only do that when it's like really, really warranted. So,
Melody,
whatever.
You could
Sabrina,
you could spend a month on tourist season. So you don't get a say here. We haven't even started recording yet. And
we open
I know
up
that
in
you
Cape Carnage,
spend
Maine.
a month in Cape Carnage. The point of all of this, listener, is there's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that Melody is going to say that I'm going to be like, I wonder how blah, blah, blah. And then Melody's going to go, they did talk about that. They did say that. There is an answer to that. Because like I did this and I was like, they're in a decent place. And then I just went about my life. And so news to me that this isn't standalone.
Yeah, next book comes out in June. So, we open up in Cape Carnage, Maine. We meet our heroine. Of course, I can only remember her former name.
Harper STARLIng.
Harper, thank you. Harper is in her backyard doing normal Harper stuff. Mainly, she is chipping up a dead body in Cookie Monster, her wood chipper. See, is the cookie that's good enough for me? And she's also chatting with Morpheus, her murder bird, the raven that she hand-fed because it was an orphan and she raised him, and now he brings her trinkets and she feeds him corpses. It's a really symbiotic relationship.
Shows up, he's like, pretty murder bird? Pretty murder bird? And he's just a general delight. I love Morpheus.
He also does an impression of her doing a Cookie Monster impression, and that made me really happy to think about. Look, it's great. The premise is wonderful. And the premise is that she is a gardener landscaper of the town, like swoon, if we didn't already say it. And she's living in this cottage for free because she has told the wealthy man in this area that she will pick up the mantle of protecting Cape Carnage the way that he has for years, which is primarily taking out tourists that treat townspeople and the town badly. Okay?
Which, honestly, every small town should have this. Every small town that gets lots of visitors, I am pro. I'll go on record right now. I am pro local serial killer taking out the trash.
All right, fair enough. I'll stand right beside you. Okay.
I figured you would.
Yeah, thank you.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under-eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait, order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.
Dreaming of buying your first car or a new home? Knowing your FICO score is the first step in making it real. With MyFICO, you can check your score for free and it won't hurt your credit. You'll get your FICO score, full credit reports, and real-time alerts all in one simple app. Your credit score is more than just numbers. It's the key to building the future you've been working toward. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and take the mystery out of your FICO score.
So she's cleaning all of this up and she puts in the last piece of his body, which is his lower leg. But it totally grinds Cookie Monster's gears, breaks all the shit. It's popping, it's smoking, and it's because he had like a metal plate in his leg. So she has to fix this fucking thing. And then she goes and visits Arthur, the old man who has sort of taken her under his wing as her mentor, friend, all the business.
And actually, before we really dive into
trigger
this,
warning.
So there's lots of content warnings for this book, unsurprisingly. But the big one that you wouldn't necessarily immediately jump to if you've read a Brynn Weaver dark rom-com before is memory loss and like
a friend or family member experiencing Alzheimer's and like being the caretaker for that person. Yeah.
Because like it's done really, really well.
Pretty hard dementia.
Yeah, dementia. Maybe he has Alzheimer's. I don't know if he has Alzheimer's or not, but like
he does.
It's definitely if you've had somebody in your life who struggles with it, it's a real intense depiction of it. Like I had to pause a couple of times because it was too real.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, so just a big content warning there if you do plan to listen to the rest of it, because it's going to come up a bunch, right? Because essentially she gets taken under his wing. He's her serial killing helper man, her mentor. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, and we find out later in the book, she's going to end up telling the hero, like, basically their true meet cute, which they don't obviously tell, like, the general public. But that is that she was in her van lifing around the United States, kind of. And she goes to Cape Carnage. She sees this tourist very obviously stalking and scoping out a couple of very young children at a playground. And so she goes to murder him, but Arthur's already gotten there. And they start chatting and they become BFFs. And he's like, I'm getting old. I need to pass the mantle to someone. I don't think Lucas is into it. So you're my new adopted grandchild, murder friend.
I'm having a sudden realization, Melody.
Yeah.
As we are just beginning this journey of how did I not fucking finish this and go, oh, obviously the second book is about them too. I think I was so focused on Lucas and how much I want Lucas's book that I was just obviously Lucas is going to be next.
I mean, and that's how the other series went, you know? That is literally how the other series went. We met the best friend and then we got the best friend's book.
Literally none of her other books are like that, though. Why would I make that assumption?
I don't know.
I'm just having some realizations right now live on podcast where I'm like about 72 hours too late where I'm like, yeah, there are a lot of unanswered questions, actually. I'm a fucking author's favorite type of like one of their favorite types of readers where they're like, oh man, I have so many plot holes. But I didn't answer those questions. Sex is good.
Didn't hamper my experience, so.
Hey, it was great. Loved it. Especially if I'm reading it in audio. If I'm not reading it in audio, I will clock the weirdest shit. But audio? Well.
So she wraps up this piece in tinfoil and goes to see Arthur because she's going to like throw this in the ocean or something. That's like the second half of her disposal process. If burying the minced up pieces of tourists in gardens around town that she landscapes and therefore having the most nutritious, delicious, beautifulest blooms that's ever happened.
This entire book, I was thinking to myself, the tagline for this novel could be if Melody was a serial killer.
Yeah, truly. I mean, I about halfway through the novel, I did start getting a little bit jealous. You know what I mean? And I understand how twisted that is.
This woman's compost heap is 18 different cold cases. And I was sitting here going, yeah, Melody would.
But the blooms.
Yeah.
You know, like the blooms.
Honestly, I could name off I'm not going to because none of us need an FBI knocking on your door, Melody, but like I could name off the top of my head at least 10 people that if those people go missing after reading this, they should check Melody's compost bin. Like,
woo! And that doesn't even include the 1%ers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not even on that list because that's just... Yeah,
tough to access those ones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we go see Arthur. He is adorable, but this is when we first encounter his memory issues and the way that he's sort of devolving with the disease. Because she walks in and he's like, "Why are you here to steal from me?" And she's like, "Nope, I'm your BFF Harper, and you know this is a very specific thing that I'm hoping you latch onto so that your memory will come back." And it does. And then he's also showing other signs, like being really paranoid that people are coming in and stealing his stuff when really he's just putting it in places that he normally wouldn't. He has never been a fully grown and cooked human who just puts their earbuds in the freezer on, you know, the regular. And so it's weird for Arthur.
So I will say this, my specific flavors of neurodivergence, you know, and my specific flavors of not really being aware of my surroundings and doing things without remembering that I've done things, and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. My object permanence is just not great in general. I do have a history of Alzheimer's in my family history, pretty severe Alzheimer's, and I do have the thought sometimes when I think about things that my grandma used to do before she died, and I'm just like, will anyone be able to tell if I have Alzheimer's or dementia?
I know.
I don't know that they will, because they're gonna be like, "Hey, Sabrina, like I don't need early onset or normal onset or late onset Alzheimer's or dementia for me to be like, what did I do with my fucking car keys?" And then I find them on the third
in a shoe
shelf of my pantry, and I'm like, I'm almost certain I haven't opened my pantry in a week, but I know for a fact I've driven in the last week. I don't know how I did that.
Yesterday, I couldn't find my phone, and I was really upset about it, and I was like tearing the house apart trying to find this thing because I had been watching a video, and then video ended, and nothing else was going to happen until I did something or put on something else. And it's very important to me, especially in these times of stress, to have other media constantly in my brain so that I can get those small dopamine fixes that really carry me through the day. Yes. Valor chose the colors.
I need to get the brand of press-on nails.
I sent them to you.
I know that you did, and I saved them somewhere safe.
She needs to get it, listener.
Did we not just discuss?
Search our WhatsApp. That's how I send you everything.
I know, Melody. I'm not going to do it right now.
Yeah, no, totally.
Anyway.
Man, do you remember yesterday when I talked about Valor telling me how annoying I was when I sing my words? And we discover that it's either when I'm happy or when I'm being shitty. And it's just a perfect example.
Did you just sing?
Yeah, I said, I sent them to you.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice.
That's why we work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, honestly, that's a big reason that a lot, like, people are like, oh, like, I might be an exhausting friend in some ways, but in other ways, by God, I'm the one you want, because I'm not going to notice that this isn't a standalone, and I'm sure as fuck not going to realize all the annoying shit you do. Because you're going to do it, I'm going to be annoyed for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to forget that it ever happened. And people are going to be like, oh man, it's so annoying when so-and-so does blank. And I'll be like, I've never seen so-and-so do blank. And they're going to be like,
Sabrina, we talked about it last week.
They literally did it in front of us 5 minutes ago. And I'll be like, well, interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, she sees Arthur, and then she's going to go about town doing her normal stuff. Meanwhile, we change chapters, and we are now in Nolan's perspective. Nolan has arrived at Cape Carnage. He is a search and rescue boy. He got 6 weeks off, and he's doing some bird watching. is what he tells everyone.
Audiobook narrators, both of them listener. By God, I went through an audiobook phase a couple of years ago and it was amazing. And I never picked it back up really. Like I go through phases because I have auditory processing issues. So I get way less out of a book when I listen to it. But I love, who are these people?
Samantha Brentmore and Robert Hatchett. Yeah. Samantha Brentmore is incredible.
His name is Hatchett? Shut the fuck up. His last name is Hatchett.
Hatchet. I would say hatchet.
Literally the murder weapon.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I mean, there are other reasons to use a hatchet other than murder. And in fact, I don't think Nolan does use a hatchet, but I'm just fascinated.
No, but Harper uses an axe, and if that's not related, I don't know what is, you know? Do you not remember when she used an axe, Sabrina?
No, I do.
Okay. You had very blank look on your face.
I was sitting here suddenly realizing that hatchet is not what I was thinking it was. And it is in fact tiny axe.
Yes, that is what a hatchet is.
I did.
Were you
in my
thinking
head,
machete?
I was thinking machete because the cover of the book, she has an axe and he's holding a knife of some kind.
Actually, she has a hatchet. A hatchet is just a mini axe.
Not all axes are hatchets. Proving
but
your
all hatchets
point,
are
actually.
axes. You're right. No, you're right.
No, I'm not because I was.
Actually, I think you might be right because axe throwing, the sport, is hatchets, but we call it axe throwing. They're small, right?
Yeah,
they're like
they're like
a foot and a half long.
Yeah, they're like baby hatchets. They're mini axes.
Yeah, cutie little hatchets.
Just little babies. They're just little babies. They would never hurt nobody.
Oh my God, I was doing. Oh, what was I talking about this morning? I was making pancakes before school, and Michael
was
said
it while you were getting glammed the fuck up?
No, I did that afterwards. I did that afterwards because I'm preparing for the apocalypse, everyone. Okay, so I got myself glammed. I took some photos of myself, and I am going to renew my passport because, boy, is she expired. And so I'm renewing my passport. And, hey, this is actually going to be part of my lady love, but especially you ladies out there, especially the ones who changed your name if you got married, you need to start getting your government documents now because Republicans are working on what they're calling the SAVE Act, which is going to make it incredibly difficult for women and poor people to vote. I mean, they're working hard on it. It is Project 2025, Project 2026. It's all in there.
Yeah.
So, like, you need a certified marriage certificate. You need a certified birth certificate. You need a passport.
And it all has to fucking match. And, like,
you need an updated social security card. And so, like, all of those things you can get, but it's going to take longer, and we should do it before everyone else is doing it. These are my lady loves. So that's just in advance. But that's why I took passport photos of myself, and I decided that even though when I traveled, I do look like the most haggard hag that ever did move her body, I'm going to look really good in my passport photo. And they're going to have to be like, is this the same person?
Man, I'm suddenly realizing with what assholes they're about to be about IDs, I should probably actually, when I get my driver's license switched back over to Louisiana, I should actually have them fix my height.
Yes, you absolutely should do that. Yeah. Okay, Nolan checks into like the local inn. And so we meet the lady who's always sleeping behind the desk, Adorbs. He's here for bird watching, but by that he means stalking Harper Starling, the bird.
I mean, it does become bird watching.
It does. And
oh my God, he says he's here for bird watching because her last name is Starling.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought that was just his excuse, like his excuse all the time for having binoculars and like being in weird places. Oh my God, he's specifically here for bird watching. I cannot. That's very funny.
Yeah. And he's here specifically to murder her. The reason is that 4 years ago, he was involved in a hit and run accident with his brother. There were 4 people in the car. Harper Starling was driving, and he was just cognizant enough that he heard their argument about whether or not they should stop and help them and call paramedics, etc., or if they would get in too much trouble, and so they drive away. So he heard all of that deliberation while he's watching his brother bleed out in front of him. And since then, on the anniversary of the accident, he has murdered one of the people who were in that car, and he takes a piece of their skin where they all got a matching tattoo, and he does tan that skin and put it into a delightful scrapbook.
Yeah, I had a couple of moments where Nolan in this book and his point of view is like, man, Harper's a psychopath. And I'm like, you take a lot of pleasure in your murders as well, my friend. This is not just a hobby to you. This is like suburban mom level hobby. Like, this is like your main interest. You think about it all the time, which, like, fair. I'm not judging you for it, but you're like,
sure.
Oh my God, Harper's crazy. And it's like, my friend, I think that you are just as banana cuckoos.
Well, I think that part of the reason he thinks that, and it might be understandable, is because his killing is very centered.
Pointed.
It's very specific. Yeah. And meanwhile, Harper's just like, if you're a dick in front of me and you don't live here, there's a good chance I'm going to murder you in the face.
But that's the thing, is like, hers is also very centered. It's just not person focused. It's location focused.
But what I mean is, his has an end date. He's a mission killer, right? So his has an end date.
Has an end date too, and it's when she dies.
Well, Sabrina, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I think the reason is because hers can go on forever, and he's like, I have a mission, do mission, and then maybe stop kill. But that turns into no.
That's the thing. That's what I'm getting to, is whether or not there's an end date. He's like, the way that she's interacting with death is weird. And I'm like, my friend, you keep skin tags.
Yeah. Yeah. And the first victim was a tattoo artist. And so he got the guy to do a tattoo of an Ouroboros on him, and then murdered him, and then tanned his tattoo.
Also, like, what a bunch of little fucking dweebs, because the tattoo that they have that they fucking get tanned or whatever, is a memento mori. Okay. Edgelord.
Yeah.
Like,
dumbasses.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret. With Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
It's awesome. You're going to love it.
I am
I'm
going to
give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores and even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN.
Thanks, Ashley, for being here. You are.
And you know what? They will remember they must die. and Nolan's going to take care of that for him, you know? Mm-hmm. So he goes to the coffee shop because he needs to meet cute with Harper Starling in order to start this relationship that will end in her demise. And when he gets there, she is like, oh no, man, too hot. Can't function.
It's not actually, like, is it coffee shop? Because it's definitely also sandwich shop. And I remember that. Oh, that makes sense. I was thinking like Subway style thing, but local. But regardless, I don't think of a cafe as someplace that you get the kind of sandwich that they're talking about. I actually pictured a po' boy shop is what I actually pictured. But the point is, it's so funny because he's like, hey, sexy lady, what do you recommend? And she's like, ball, meat.
Oh no, glitching. And
it is, in fact, my first highlight of the book.
Nice. Well, and he goes on with it with her. He like makes fun of her in a cute way, and then he asks her to go on a walk afterwards. And one of the reasons that he asks her for her recommendation is because she did wrap up this man's section of his leg, this like 4-inch section of his leg that wouldn't get Cookie Monstered, in tinfoil, and she's holding it because she took it out of her purse to find something else. And so he thinks that like, oh, that must be what she bought from here. And meanwhile, no. But all she could think was meat because she is holding meat.
He looks at her and he says, anything you recommend? And she says, sweet or depends on what you're in the mood for. Sweet or savory? I'm not sure. What did you go for? And then he looks at her, he's like, what did you get? And she says, meat. And she's like, meat? And she goes, ball meat. I mean, meat, ball, meatball sub, foot long ish. Our gazes both drop to the tinfoil in my hand. It's barely 4 inches long and maybe 2 inches wide at best. When our eyes connect, I can't help but cringe. Though he gives me a polite smile, something about it is pitying. I might try something else. Maybe the turkey. And I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yeah. So they go on this walk. It's very cute. She's into him, but she also is registering the danger that is behind his eyes, but it's like there's no reason for it. So she's sort of trying to like talk herself out of it.
Well, and he also starts asking about Arthur Lancaster, which is her old man friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems like weirdly interested in it. And she is well aware that Arthur Lancaster is an old man losing his memory who only doesn't murder because she hides his murder bag.
Yes. And there is a history of a group called Sleuth Seekers and other like citizen detectives coming to town and digging things up because there is a very sordid past for Cape Carnage. And that is that a serial killer named Le Plume came and killed Arthur Lancaster's daughter in the cottage that Harper now lives in.
When I tell you I screamed in the epilogue.
I loved it. And I mean, part of the thing that was bothering me the whole time is that it seemed like Arthur was this, he is this vigilante, right? But she kept on talking about his past with Le Plume, and I assumed throughout the whole book that he killed Le Plume, right? And that's what started his...
fucking too!
I know, fucking Brynn Weaver. God, you're getting us left and right over here, okay? Anyway, so yeah, we think Le Plume is dead the whole time. And meanwhile, there is simultaneously one of the like citizen detectives, like the lead guy, he's making a documentary in town right now. And Nolan is going to help him like fly the drone for one day because the other guy got sick and didn't show up. And so this works for Nolan really well because it allows him to stalk her a lot more easily under the guise of operating this drone for the documentary maker. And so Harper's hearing all of this happening, right? She knows that somebody's in town investigating Arthur again. And her job is to protect Arthur. Her job is to protect the town. She made that solemn vow to Arthur, and there's nothing that's going to keep her from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So now he goes to stalk her more at night. Well, okay, so he's operating this drone, right? And he sees her hug this, like, douchebag outside of a gym or something like that. He's like, ah, and then she hugs him. And then he's like, ooh, fun. I bet that's her crush, and I can, like, really fuck with her if I fuck with that guy. So he goes to the cottage to stalk her more. He hears somebody very clearly. At first, I thought it was like a sexual situation and a window was open in the cottage.
No, literally the minute this scene started, I went, oh my fucking God, somebody is peeping Tom Harper and they're about to get their throat slit. Like, I was like, immediately. And it turns out that this dude, whatever the fuck his name is, douche nozzle, is in the bushes, essentially outside of her house, jacking off and being like, oh yeah, take it off. Yeah, like, oh yeah, touch yourself, put the toy in, blah, blah. And he's like, so he's watching her masturbate.
Yeah.
And Nolan is livid.
Loses his ever-loving mind.
And he does, in fact, mutilate this man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with a garrote, ? And then he's like, I'm going to use this guy to fuck with Harper even more now that I have this very convenient corpse. And he says that he, like, sets up the scene for her. And the next chapter, it's the morning. And he goes back to the cottage to see, like, the meltdown that she's going to have when she sees her, like, crush or boyfriend or whatever. Because Nolan has put his head in her bird feeder. And Morpheus is currently eating his eyeballs out.
Yep.
So he's waiting for her to freak out.
And she's like, oh, what?
This is weird.
This is super weird and inconvenient. And then she does take that head, and he's watching her, and he's like, I'm just waiting, I'm waiting. And then at one point she, like, sniffs it and, like, gags a little bit. And she's like, I don't like that.
And then she calls someone, and she's like, hey, have you been busy at all lately? Did you, like, take your shoes for a walk to go do stuff? And because the day before, sorry, that doesn't make any sense without the detail that Arthur, one of the things he lost is these pair of shoes. They're like Stefano Ricci shoes, and he's very attached to them. And she keeps on saying that they're Christina Ricci shoes throughout the book. And he gets to call her, like, an insolent toad afterwards, or, like, a recalcitrant idiot every time he corrects her. It's the best.
Yeah, he has, like, real
great comebacks.
Like, just real fire, grouchy old man statements. Like, classy, grouchy old man things to say.
Fantastic.
Arthur is a very entertaining character.
Yeah, but she calls him essentially asking in code, hey, did you murder someone and then, like, set the corpse up in my yard? Because this is a departure from what we do.
Well, and then he doesn't get it, so then she does just, like, drop the pretense, and she's like, okay, dude is dead in my yard. Did you do this? And he's like, what? No. Why? What are you talking about?
And then Nolan's like, what? Why is she so comfortable with this? Why isn't she freaking the fuck out? And she just, like, takes the head off because she's got to get rid of it. And she's like, I guess Cookie Monster is going to get another unexpected snack. And that's when he comes out of the bushes to be like, hey, girl, why you fine with head stuff happening to you out of the blue? Like, j'explain that, Harper.
And then a woman that she knows shows up.
No, wait, I'm so sorry. Also, he does this by slow clapping the man's hands.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he does. Brynn Weaver is truly, Brynn, may I call you Brynn? Brynn, you really you walk into a dark rom-com about serial killers and you really say, how irreverent about a dead body can I possibly be? And you know what? I support you. I enjoy it.
We're so into it. Yeah. And when you throw in random ass piercings, you've got a Brynn Weaver novel all of a sudden.
Are you talking about the last?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and not to mention the Butcher and Blackbird. Oh, you don't remember that, do you? You don't remember that our heroine had a clit piercing and a fourchette. And, like, they both had genitalia piercings.
I do remember that now that you just mentioned it. So
Yeah.
I had forgotten about that, but like for whatever reason, like when the piercing thing that popped up in the thing, I was like, oh, this isn't surprising at all. So clearly it made some kind of impact on the fatty parts of my brain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All of my brain.
Yeah. If you've got irreverence about death, questionable practices with body parts, and genital piercings of some sort, you've walked into a Brynn Weaver novel, and we love it.
Yep.
So she's like, the fuck? And he's like, oh yeah, you don't remember me, do you? And essentially he tells her right here that he's here to kill her because she killed his brother and maimed him so severely that he had to learn to walk again. And she's like, okay, no.
What a deeply inconvenient thing to realize about the identity that you took over.
I have so many questions about the premise of Harper's whole deal, I have so many questions about like the logistics and why, which is another reason that maybe book 2 could have been more frontal lobe for you. Is that what you're thinking? Is that what you're saying? Is that what that furrowed brow is doing over there?
Yeah. I think what I assumed is that, no, actually, I know. It's not I think what happened. I know exactly what happened. And it's because we read books like this. Sometimes we're like, we don't necessarily get that answer in the book about that couple because another person is going to come up and then like their backstory is going to lead into blah, blah, yada, 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 yada. And so like, I can understand how it didn't track a little bit if I get back into yoga and
really do some acrobatics over there.
Yeah. Like it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, this totally tracks. It's more of a, I mean, if we do handstand wall sex.
Yeah.
If we do handstand wall sex, it tracks,
Yes, absolutely. I'm here with you. Yeah. So she's like, well, this sucks. I thought Hot Man could have been like my first sexual experience since that horrible thing also happened to me 4 years ago. But it turns out, no, he's here to murder me straight into my face as quickly as possible. So she's like, all right, well, game on, please. Oh, so they're both standing there holding body parts in her backyard. And all of a sudden, a lady from town walks in. She is the owner of Maya's Magical Mixtures or something like that. It's a bunch of homegrown good stuff that you can put in and on your body. And she walks in to be like, hey, Harper.
Person at the farmer's market, bro.
The body lotion person? The body butter person? Yeah.
And the soap person.
Ooh, yeah. Good stuff. She walks in because she's like, hey, Harper, I need strawberries, and you are the horticulturalist of town. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. Go right on ahead and grab those strawberries. She's like, oh, wow, you're really working on a corpse? Are you going to be in the annual race? The soapbox race, the soap car race that happens every year in town, in which you ride a soap car with a crafted corpse in your car? And try to go the fastest?
Most fucking small tourist town bananas event. I fucking love one of my favorite micro tropes is Quirky Small Town Festival.
Oh yeah, totally.
Also my favorite reality. Like I love a small town that is known for basically like one bananas thing that they do annually. And you're like, is that legal? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Seems like I want to watch it. So here we go. Yeah. And she's like, yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am crafting this corpse so that I can have a co-pilot in that race. I'm definitely now going to enter. And then the lady leaves. And so Nolan's like, all right, I'm going to catch you later, but like, don't let me catch you unawares because I will kill you. And he leaves.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
It's awesome. You're going to love it.
I am
I'm
going to
give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores and even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN.
Thanks, Ashley, for being here. You are.
So she's like, fuck Stick, what is going on? How am I going to get out of this? And she decides to give him a little taste of his own medicine.
Hmm.
And then she goes into his hotel room, breaks into the safe, because of course she knows the universal code to the safe in this inn with no security.
Town.
Yes.
This is also very small town. We find out just how small town when he gets back to his hotel room.
Yeah. Well, and she finds his murder scrapbook and immediately clocks like the preserved skin, all of it, right? And then she finally realizes who he is, where he's from, why this vendetta exists. And she thinks to herself, like, oh man, he's got it all wrong. But like, he also doesn't have it all wrong because Harper Starling is the first person I killed. Dun, dun, dun. And I have a lot of questions, both logistical and just like, you know, idea in general.
So
like
this
premise, logistical and premise.
This is one of those moments.
Many questions.
So I think, does she not look a little bit like Harper though? Or like,
yes.
Yeah, because he makes a comment when he's when he realizes who she is. He's like,
at the end of the book, y'all, we are really screwing the pooch on this one.
No,
we're fucking the donkey on this one.
No, this is early in the book because he's like, man, I didn't recognize her when I first met her in that shop. She looks different, not in photos.
Oh,
she looks different in person, and I was like, it was just,
yeah, totally.
So like he clocks that this is a different person, even though because
well,
of
it could be like a
context.
Bizarro World version. Yeah.
Well, it's also like, how many people do you meet in person and you're like, wow, you don't look anything like your fucking pictures, bro. Like
that's true as well. Yeah. But at this point, I was wondering, the murdering Harper Starling could go one of two ways, right? Like it could be that she literally killed Harper and took her identity purposefully, sure. Or it could be she is Harper Starling. She did that absolutely shitty thing and she killed that person so that she could go like use her badness for good. You know? Like I didn't know where it was going to go. Like a metaphorical killing of a person who would leave an innocent bystander bleeding in the street.
But then where does Autumn Bauer come into play?
We don't know about Autumn Bauer right now. When she first introduces the idea that she killed Harper Starling.
The first time you okay, that makes way more sense now. Okay. I thought you were talking about in general. And I was like, Melody, no, there's definitely two separate people here. Like, what are you talking about?
I still wonder.
I was about to be like, okay, we might need to reschedule, finish recording, because apparently I have to reread, because like I thought these were two completely separate people. Holy shit. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, does it make sense? None of this makes sense. I'm suddenly really glad that there's gonna be more books about thing.
Because I have so many questions. Like I said, premise and logistical, both. But regardless, what we know right now is that Autumn is somehow different from the Harper that he knows, to the point that she doesn't feel culpable for the accident.
Quick question.
Yeah, sure.
If this is her first murder, because by the end of the book, we don't know exactly what has happened to Autumn, right? We just know that, like, what has happened to Body, driven offside, like.
And we know what happened to Autumn. She is Autumn. She went to Maine. She met.
I met Harper.
Arthur.
I met Harper.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't
know about Body.
What if? I think that's where I went with this. That's why I thought that I didn't register that this was a standalone. I was like, I wonder if Harper's actually dead.
She is dead.
But we don't know what happened to Body. Maybe she was really bad at murder. I went through a lot of different possibilities over what could have happened here, and they're all fucked up and they're all confusing because none of us have any idea what's going on. And like I said, you're right. It makes sense that this isn't a standalone.
Okay, because Harper's dead. But like my logistical questions are, when did it happen? Because she had to have gotten the three guys home, right? She had to drive away from the accident. My questions are, how did she empty her savings account that same night? Because that's what clues Nolan in to the fact that Harper Starling is still alive. To everyone else, Harper Starling drove off the side of a cliff and died in a crazy accident in her car.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether or not he says that it happens on the same night. But what he does say happened on the same night that she died is that her savings account was liquidated. Mm-hmm. And it happened like very obviously after the timeline in which she would have already like had to have been dead, right?
Timeline wise, it would make sense, I suppose, if it was that same night. She feels horrified, guilty. Autumn is this is her first you're a shitty person killing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it's also like very convenient because she can take over her identity, dye her hair dark, and, you know, look sort of like a slide rhyme version of Harper Starling.
I will say I was a little bit surprised at how easy, because I recently, within the last couple of years, had to get a new copy of my social security card and my birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little bit surprising and unnerving.
How easy it was
to get those things. And so,
hey, did you hear that, HBs? Do it now. You know what I mean? It's not even going to be that big of a hassle, is what I'm hearing Sabrina say. So, like, update all those documents.
Hang on. It is a hassle, but it
does. Yes.
Way easier than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be like, okay, well, we need blood and fingerprints and a stool sample.
And 3 interviews of people you know.
Yeah, and it was like, no, that just isn't how it works. Or at least it's not how it works in California. Also, did you know that there's a limit to how many times you can get a new a replacement social security card?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like check your ADHD ass, Melody, and make sure that you don't fucking lose that thing, because what do you even do if you can't get a new one? If you can't get a replacement social security, you can't get a new number.
No, for sure not. No, actually, my birth certificate and my social security card are 2 things that I have always been incredibly organized about. And part of it is because I had to get a new one, I think, in order to go to college, because my mom is so disorganized about everything. And so I was like, never doing that again. Mm-hmm. And I've been very, very responsible with my documents since. And thankfully, I didn't change my name when I got married. So luckily, I can still just be me, you know? with
that
all
is
the forms of
convenient.
ID. Or like change your name back. You know what I mean? Encourage your friends not to change their name when they get married. Ugh. Scary stuff is happening out in the world, and I would like to maintain my right to vote.
It's wild that the patriarchy, something that comes from the patriarchy, is being facilitated by the patriarchy yet again to make things shitty.
Yeah, it's so interesting that like alt-right Christian nationalism is trying to take voting rights away from women. What?
Why would they want to do
very
out of character, Melody.
Okay, so basically what happens for the rest of the book is that when he comes to get his scrapbook back, she's like, nope, I have this leverage on you now, and so now you are my partner because Arthur's grandson has basically like sold one of his serial killer graveyards. And she has 3 weeks before the other people take possession and start to like develop it. And so she has to get all of these remains off of this property.
Do you also think that there's something sketchy as fuck about this building
About
company?
Lucas? Oh.
Also Lucas.
At first I thought the documentary maker was the like Viceroy LLC. That's the developer that bought the land.
Yeah.
I think he was just going in there to be like, before you guys actually break ground, can I go in with my crew and like look for stuff? So, yeah.
You think? Oh, because he did talk to them.
Yeah, he comes out of their offices. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but even still, it's before the sale has gone through officially. So, like, go fuck yourself, Viceroy, and go fuck yourself, Sam Palmer.
Yeah. Well, go fuck yourself about what?
Doing anything on that land? The sale has not gone through.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't go through for weeks, and then he's just fucking around out there. Oh my God. And then they're inept sheriff who then we find out why he's so inept in the goddamn epilogue. I was like,
But also it seems like, okay, we're going to fuck the donkey on this one again too. Because it seems, I have to talk to you about this. It seems like Le Plume has not been active since he murdered Arthur's daughter.
Yes. So, for context, listener, Arthur's daughter was murdered in the cottage on his property. He walked in to the living room and she was real dead.
Real dead, and it's like a very elaborate serial killer ritual that this guy does. He's called Le Plume because he cuts words into their skin. He writes all over their body with a knife.
Yeah.
A pen knife, if you will. Terrible joke. Terrible joke. Golly. Woof. That one's rancid.
Ooh, that is rough, Melody. A pen knife? What? No. That's
basically
hilarious.
A pun. You should be on you should be on joke's side.
I am on your side, but I am booing you. I am so pro pun that I accept as my due the
you
right
got into
to
yoga again?
to boo puns, okay? Because I love them so much. Yeah, but like it was like really traumatizing, horrible. It's really devastating because throughout the book, like what Arthur with his memory issues, like will reference his daughter and things like that, and how much.
Well, and
like,
he'll think she's his daughter for a lot of it, a lot of the times.
Oh, and it's so heartbreaking.
And then she has to make that awful choice that all caregivers have to make to either play along so that you don't like upset them more and cause like an outburst to happen or whatever, or to correct them and, you know, deal with whatever happens afterwards. And it's just, ugh.
Yeah.
It is so sad.
Yeah, and depending on what like flavor of dementia the person has, like they make it violent.
Yes.
And things like that. Like, oh God, it's such a fine line to walk. But it's horrifying, essentially. I thought that Arthur killed Le Plume.
Yeah, me too. I thought so too. I'm wondering if he killed someone that he thought was Le Plume. maybe. Because it seems like
that would be what would, and honestly, LaPlume, based on what we learned about him in this book and in the epilogue, he seems smart enough to come up with that, like something that would make it like.
Yeah, but my question is why? Like, I guess my biggest question is, did he do a very, very hard thing for serial killers, which is change his entire MO in order to keep killing? Or has he just been inactive like BTK was for, 20 years or something crazy, 13 years? I don't know.
I would guess but he does leave them at the scene, because I was going to say, I wonder if his bodies are out there too. I wonder if he just fucking hopped on the train and started ramping it up.
Just not leaving his signature?
Yeah, and like everyone's going to assume that it's Arthur. He basically merged these two serial killers, as far as society is concerned, into one serial killer and lost the target on his back.
Maybe.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
It's awesome. You're going to love it.
I am
I'm
going
to give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores and even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN.
Thanks, Ashley, for being here. You are.
Okay, because Sam, this is a very chaotic recap because we are thinking so many brain thoughts in the moment. And I'm so sorry, listener. But the reason that Sam's here to do this documentary is because his theory is that Arthur is LaPlume, that he killed his daughter because she was on to him or something. And then he stopped killing to stay under the radar. So that's what Sam is trying to prove with this documentary and all the work he's doing with his organization, the Sleuth Seekers. And it doesn't matter that the theory is wrong. You dig into Arthur and you're still going to find bodies. It just is a question of, what state they're in, whether or not they were written on. Basically.
Yeah. And also, after they've been buried for a certain amount of time, especially along the edge of a river, there's not going to be shit there.
Yeah. So Harper enlists Nolan. She blackmails Nolan into helping her every single night go and dig up the remains because Arthur kept really detailed records of where he buried everyone. And so they have to go get all these remains and wood chip them into oblivion so that they don't get discovered when Viceroy takes over.
So I have a question for you that you might actually have an answer to if an answer exists. She kept detailed notes of where all the bodies are. What about the bodies before she came here?
No, these are bodies before she came here.
He kept the notes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said she just now.
No.
Gotcha.
He did the whole time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of his rituals as a serial killer.
That's his trophy,
was mapping
which,
out.
like, buddy, that's a...
Yeah. Tough.
That's a...
real risky.
That's a risky-ass trophy, keeping the fucking...
Yeah.
Well, because, like, and it is, like, kind of a treasure map situation, because in order to find the bodies, you have to go find a specific rock with a specific, like, notch in it, and then walk in a direction this far, et cetera, like this to find them.
But they're also, like, not in the Alaskan wilderness. You know what I mean? It's one thing for the butcher baker or whatever his stupid name is, to keep a map when it's literally wilderness that you can only fly into with, like, a tiny plane. And then just land that is going to get developed at some point because humans. You know what I mean?
Okay, my biggest thing is, hey, Arthur, when you sign your dude as your power of attorney, maybe you put something in there that maybe you, like, somehow American style entail the land.
Totally.
So that it never fucking gets sold.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have a lot of suspicions about Lucas. I love Lucas.
I think Lucas is...
I think that this is a town full of serial killers. I think that, like, there's, like, I think Lucas is some kind of serial killer. And I think that he knows about his grandfather. And
Harper, you think?
I don't know if he knows about Harper. I guess he would kind of have to, though.
Yeah.
If he knows about...
Yeah, but according to this book, he's just a sweet idiot the whole time, you know? And
there's no way this man's a himbo.
There's nothing doing up in Lucas's heart and brain. Okay, look. So we get them, like, getting closer and closer while they are doing these midnight excursions, you know? Like, excavations, I guess you should say. But they also still hate each other. She can't trust him ever. And he is hating himself because he's so mad that he's, I mean, just hugely attracted to his brother's murderer. You know what I mean? What a terrible trait to have.
The heart wants
as a person.
the heart and the dick wants what the heart and the dick wants, my friend.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, Nolan.
There's only so much you can do. Yeah. But one of the things that she decides to do one night is to roofie him with psilocybin. And so she gets him real hallucinogenic high. And then they hear Sam, like, you know, going around being like, I'm going to make a note to film here and there and all the things. And he's going to catch him.
Hold. I am pausing you because the way that she roofies him or fucking shrooms him up is she shows up and she started to have a crush on him, but she's aware that he thinks that she's his brother's murderer, essentially.
But it's a dumb thing to have a crush on him.
Yeah, because
he wants
like
to murder you.
He has stated, you are going to be dead sometime in the next 6 weeks because I am here for 6 weeks and I will do the murder before I leave. But I also can't do that because she has a thing in place. He knows that if something happens to her before he gets his book, he's fucked. He's fucked if she disappears. And she shows up and it's so cute because he's at the fucking dig 'em up site and he's made hot cocoa.
Boo, he's courting her.
Courting her. God, I'd be such a slut for a hot chocolate court, you know?
How faster way to get to my heart? I can't find it. You know?
I love a hot chocolate. I love a hot chocolate. God. But anyway, I'd forget that you wanted to murder me too. But she's like, oh, we should use, which like, why do you just have this on you? The lady who does the bombs and the butters and the lotions makes this fake blood. And apparently it's full of shroom.
For like what reason? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's not sold as a syrup.
It's also,
I guess. I don't think.
Like,
maybe it is.
Hypothetically, theoretically. That's an expensive addition.
Oh, also that.
To a syrup. Hypothetically, theoretically,
that all of that,
the amount that you would need in order to turn it into some kind of syrup that has the effect on him that it does in that amount.
Yeah, Maya's magical mixtures or whatever.
Are you, ma'am? Are you like independently wealthy with a trust fund beyond
maybe
the shop?
Arthur's
Is the
her
shop
investor.
just a hobby? Oh my god.
Silent investor.
God, the last thing that Arthur needs in life is fucking access to shrooms. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he is high, and she's like, oh, fuck, I have to get him out of here because Sam is here, and we are currently trying to dig up bodies. It's very suspicious. So she ends up getting him out of there in time, but she doesn't want to take him back to the hotel because, he's a loose cannon at this point. So she's like, I know, I'm going to take hot danger man that I have a crush on back to my house. And, he'll sleep it off and we'll go from there. I can just tell him that I did the most casual roofie on him. He's not going to have any big reactions to it and it'll be great. But
spoiler alert, listener, there is a big reaction because he's like, you fucking roofied me?
Yeah.
What the fuck, lady?
But the big reaction is in his pants.
Are lowered.
Yeah, it's an erection.
Yeah, which hypothetically, theoretically, maybe, possibly.
Tell us everything.
It's not unusual to theoretically do shrooms and then be like,
and then get horny.
I've never been hornier in my whole life. Hypothetically, theoretically, some people really like having sex on shrooms. But
and that's what happens. She tells him to fuck her like he hates her. If you hate me, fine. Fuck me like you mean it.
Okay, no, but the funniest thing that leading up to this is so they're like in the river right now because they're hiding in the water, which she is not okay with. And even with the shrooms, he can tell that she's not cool with it, which like fair. She has issues with water.
We're rewinding until before she took him home.
Yes.
Which is great.
So like, I just need to share this because it was just very important to me because it like hits so hard because he's like looking at her there in the river and he says, you're so beautiful. And then she looks up at him and she says, you're just saying that because I'm made of light worms or some shit. And he says, no. And then he's like touching her.
Yeah.
Like theoretically, hypothetically, it's nice to touch a thing
extra
on a shroom.
Nice. Yeah.
And he's just like touching on her. And then he says, I mean, now that you mention it, there are light worms in your face. And she's like, great. And he's like, but I thought you were beautiful the first time we met too.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a lot because she's aware, they're both aware, shrooms or no shrooms, that they are attracted to each other and that this is not a thing that can happen. But guess what? It is a thing that can happen because now
it's a thing that has to happen.
We're jumping back forward into where Melody was with the fuck me like you hate me.
It is a super hot, y'all. Okay? It is very hot.
Oh my God.
Like there's a lot of brat taming in this book, which I really like. And she gets off on her fear of him, which he picks up on very quickly and capitalizes on, really, for everyone's benefit.
Yeah. Are you talking about specifically when he is like, oh, what happened with the tie? Did he put like the tie around her neck or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, so he says, the tie tightens in my grip and she moans out of breath. I thrust so hard she pitches forward with a yelp. Fucking. I do it again and her moan fills the room. Hate. Another vicious thrust and her arousal coats my hand. You. I fucking hate you too, she rasps as I fuck her mercilessly. And if you don't make me come, I'm going to kill you with my bare fucking hands. I thrust faster, harder. I work her clit with slit fingers, and she lets out an agonized cry of need. A hiss escapes my lips as an electric current crackles at the base of my spine. God damn, I could fuck you right into the afterlife. And then he realizes she likes it because she tightens up around him. And then he tells her more. He whispers desire shaped by darkness and sin. Maybe I should grip your throat between my palms and squeeze until you can't breathe. Is that what you want? To beg me for air as I fill your pussy until it fucking overflows? Maybe I should spin you around and tighten this noose as you choke on my cock. You look so pretty with your face all red and your eyes bloodshot as you swallow me down. You want my cum to be the last thing you ever taste?
Ooh.
And they're both into it.
I mean.
And hey, we are too, you know?
We are but mere mortals.
Melody and I are sitting at the end in whatever room they're
in.
We're in the cuck chair. It's a Cuck Couch here at HBHQ. And we're having a grand old time watching these two unhinged little gremlins have the nastiest, weirdest, murderiest, mean sex. And I love it because I could never.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I could never.
Yeah.
I would shatter my whole being.
Yes. Well, and this creates a giant shift in him. There was already like a small rift, right? With him realizing like my body and my heart, everything is telling me that like I'm very attracted to her. But my mind is telling me that I'm a monster for that. Now, once he wakes up from this hallucinogenic, just like transcendental sex with her the next day, he is fully in love with her. He would die to protect her. He's like, I don't know what this means for my murder future and my vendetta. I don't know what to do with it, but I do know that I love her and she's my future. But he never manages to properly communicate that, nor do I think he can. With the circumstances that they're currently in. I would never believe that the guy who told me yesterday that he was going to kill me and then like almost fucked me into the afterlife with like choking and stuff, that he actually has completely done a 180 and I am now his queen.
Well, especially because she still holds the book over his head.
Yeah.
And so, like, why would he not say whatever the fuck he has to
Absolutely.
get her to trust him and give him back his fucking murder book?
That's where we're going to stop for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the second half of this Brynn Weaver banger. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you tomorrow.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
It's awesome. You're going to love it.
I am
I'm
going
to give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores and even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN.
Thanks, Ashley, for being here. You are.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait. Order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.